I don't even know where to start. It's been it's been a very tough time in our country, and I've been seeing so much anger, so much distrust, so much loss of hope, and not caring for other people's lives and just caring about your own. Um, I've been seeing a lot of looting, xenophobia, killings, people being burnt alive. Every day, women are being raped. Every day, women and children go missing. Every day, there's something that happens. And my thing is that it's becoming it's becoming too much of a regular. It's happening too regular, and it's unfortunate that our government don't put necessary measures in place to avoid such things or to educate people of such things. Yes, it's something that you know at the back of your mind that you know people go missing, but you need to actually do a lot of education with it and let people know what's happening and really make sure that people understand, because it's one thing to advertise for 2 weeks on TV, but it doesn't mean someone's really educated. And as we all know, the crime rate in the country is very high, and also the correct measures are not put into place. You know, I was looking at the stats in South Africa last week that showed where the highest crime rates, where the highest hijackings, and all that. And my thing is, so you know the stats that well, you can tell us where all these things are happening, but you can't put more security, more police, more JMPD on those areas. Those stats are out there. They're telling you which intersections in the country are the worst to drive by it. It tells you what time of the day is the highest number of hijackings and the areas that are most likely to crime and hijackings, but you don't put more security and police there. For me, that just shows how ignorant and how the government doesn't care, you know. But at the same time, I think we are lucky that private security companies are starting to really invest in themselves and really provide that service, because they can see that the South African police is really not investing in it and they're not believing in what they do. Um, you know, back to the what's been happening with the xenophobia thing and looting and killings of foreigners and all these things. My thing is that there's a lot we need to do. There's a lot we need to fix, but I believe that the first place we need to fix is within ourselves. We are the biggest problem as an individual. As an individual, you need to fix yourself before we fix all these other things in the country. Yes, there's certain things that need to be fixed, but if we fix our inner issues that we have, I believe that it'll cut more than 80% of the issues that we have, because at the end of the day, we are the ones that are causing some of these things. We are the ones causing rape. We are the ones causing missing of children, human trafficking, hijackings, all different types of crime in the country. So if we fix ourselves and we 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 remove this element of dishonesty and impure hearts, because I believe a lot of people are very impure, and you'll find that they're the ones that are saying no. We need the government to do this and this, and then they go fix it, and then they go break it after. Or you get people that say we need God to come into the picture and help us, but at the same time, they're the same people that are killing these people, that are causing crime, that are burning people, that are looting. So it becomes a massive contradiction, because you ask for these things, and when some of them get done, but then because you have an impure heart, you go back and break that same thing. And for me, I believe we just need to look into ourselves and really fix ourselves, because if we can fix ourselves, then we're dealing with the major problem. Um, it's not easy, but it's the best place to start. A lot of people are broken. A lot of people are broken out there, because of how they grew up and the circumstances they grew up around, the 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 possible, um, not to generalize, but poor environment, or even people who grew up in wealthy families. I mean, some of them, the way they grew up, they were just taught that, you need to be ruthless and get your money, or type of a thing. But we all come up in different environments, and we all got broken by different things, whether it was good or bad. But we all got broken at some point, and some people are just broken to the point where they do all these things because that's all they know. And I feel like if we can come together and help each other learn and grow, and stop all these other things, we can actually get to the point where we just become a better nation, a better country. Because right now, this is not people that love their country. If you loved your country, you wouldn't say that you're fighting, um, foreigners, but then you go loot. You say you're fighting foreigners, but then you burn people and all these other things. There's better ways to go about certain things, and it's just a choice not to inform yourself on how to get attention, on how to really get the government's attention, to for them to really hear you. We see it in other countries. There are many other better ways to get your attention, because at the end of the day, when you loot, that it affects the economy. And now we have a situation where people in the other African countries are attacking our businesses that are in their countries. So it's just a volcano that's not going to end. It's just going to keep erupting. It's just going to keep destroying. And I feel like we just need to really calm down, fix ourselves internally and mentally, and go back to the drawing board and say, how can we get the government's attention without disadvantaging ourselves? Because that's what we don't realize. We are disadvantaging ourselves. That's my biggest problem. That it's 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 just a biggest disadvantage to the same people that are asking for a better life, but they're just degrading their lives and all the things that have been put into place.